G'day and welcome to this piece that we've put together to introduce you to club level motorsport. I'll go through some of the various stages and provide you with information and give you the confidence that you'll need just to get you started. Alright, well we'll assume that you've joined the MG Car Club and welcome along to that. You've got your membership card which you can show at various events, and you'll need to produce that every time you come to an event. And then you'll need to join CAMS, the Confederation of Australian Motorsport, and get yourself a CAMS licence. To do that, you simply download the appropriate form from the website and pay the money. You will need either a level 2 licence or a level 2S, the S standing for speed, and I suggest you get the level 2S one, then you can take part in all of the events that we've got happening for us. Use the club website as a guide as to what events you're going to join in with. You can go to the competition area and that'll give you plenty of information about the best event for you to have a go at. Then select an event, download the entry form, fill it out and send it off with your money to the entry secretary. So you've entered the event and you're ready for that. Now let's get your car ready. Let's first of all go to the engine bay and see what it is we need to do when looking through this to make sure that our car's right and ready to go. First of all, you must have 2 return springs on the carburettor, one in case the other one breaks. So you must ensure that you've got 2 of those. Then I'd like you to make sure that your battery is well secured, well bolted into the car so that it's secure there. Have a look then at the brake and clutch level fluids, the fluid levels in the master cylinders, and ensure that they're up to the mark. Check around the engine for oil leaks. We can't have any oil leaks, although we know they're MGs and we do get the occasional one, but certainly you need to keep those in mind and fix those. Also look through the engine bay for any loose wiring that may be there or things that might flap around. And generally check that it's lovely, tidy and clean. Let's look inside the car and make sure that everything in here is right. First of all, you'll need to have seat belts. The very basic seat belt is the lap belt, but for all events other than an OST, you really must have the minimum, which is a lap sash belt. Some of us put in a full harness and find that very comfortable, but the minimum you'll have is a lap sash belt. Just check that that's in good working order and that it's not frayed and that it's fine. You must also carry a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher has to be in a position in the car that's accessible to the driver. Generally it's placed in the passenger side footwell or somewhere in that area. It must be in a metal cradle, and not that's bolted to the car, and also it must be a fire extinguisher that is current. They only have a 3-year life, so ensure that the fire extinguisher you've got is dated appropriately so that it's current. Once you've got all of this part of your car, the inside of your car set up, then you're ready to go. Pack your car up the night before, have a good night's sleep, and be ready for the event tomorrow. Now, part of our general check of the car has been the engine bay. Now let's look around the rest of the car. Scrutineers is going to make sure that your tyres are not down to the wear mark, that if you've got road tyres, there's reasonable tread on them and they're ready to go. They're also going to check the front wheel. They're going to wobble the front wheel backwards and forwards and check that there's no slop in the kingpins or in the wheel bearings. They're going to move the steering wheel and listen for clunks and slop from there. So make sure that that's all just as you would like it, right on the button. They'll have a look under the car and check the exhaust isn't dragging or go loose. So in those ways your car is then ready to boogie. Make sure you take some spares on the day, take some tools, maybe even take the pump in case you need to do your tyres. and then you'll be ready to go. So we've got your car ready for the event. Now we must make sure that you're ready. So a few things that you've got to do to make sure that everything's right for yourself. First of all, your clothing on the day. You must make sure you've got neck to wrist to ankle covering. Don't wear synthetic material that's flammable, that's not allowed. You might like to buy yourself a driving suit. That's always a good thing to have, nice and comfortable. Get yourself a pair of driving gloves and some shoes. Set yourself up properly. Then you've got to buy a helmet. Make sure you get a helmet that's CAMS approved. You'll check that by the numbers inside, Australian design numbers. And make sure that the helmet that you buy is either a full face helmet, or if you're buying an open face helmet, that you've got approved goggles with it, not sunglasses. Also ensure that the helmet that you're using doesn't say inside for motorcycle use only, because that won't be passed by scrutineering. So get yourself organised with all your gear in a bag and be ready the night before. Make sure you've got your licence with you. Look up the internet and learn the patterns if you're going to a motorcana. Even research the track. Look on YouTube and research the track and know where you're going to go so that you're fully prepared for a great day's motorsport the next day. So you're ready, your car's ready, and now it's the day of the event. A few things to do on the day of the event. First of all, plan to arrive early at the venue. Don't be running late. Get there early. Makes you feel settled from the start. Give yourself plenty of time. Find your little spot where you're going to park your car. Empty all of your stuff out of your car. You've got to empty the boot out, empty all the stuff in the cockpit, put it on a blue plastic sheet and cover that up in case it rains. Then you're ready to go. Present yourself to the event entry area and they'll look after you there and give you all the things that you need. Then you've got to have your car scrutineered. To help the scrutineers, have the bonnet open. Have your helmet out if you're there. Have the extinguisher on the seat and have your numbers ready if you're putting numbers on the car. Have all that there so that the scrutineers have an easy job going over your car and checking it out. Be courteous to everyone on the day. Listen out for driver's briefing. They'll call you in, you must attend the driver's briefing. Get yourself to that. Have a chat to all the others around you and find out what they're doing and get a bit of information that way. Then wait your turn. Listen for your register to come up. Be ready and then it'll be your turn to have a go. And if you've prepared yourself, you've got your car organised, you know what you're going to do for the day, you're ready to go, and the day is going to be just absolute fun for you. So good luck with that. Well, I hope you've had a sensational day at the event. I bet you've had fun and enjoyed yourself. And the day's over. So all that's left to do is to pack up. Don't leave anything there, it's always a nuisance. Pack all your gear up. Go and thank the organisers, because the officials and the organisers have taken a lot of time to make sure you've had a great day. And then look for the results. They'll be on the website, and the Car Club website. Check those out. And lastly, you never know, you might be able to go and pick up a bit of silverware and check to see if you're leading the championship. But all in all, you'll have had a great day, you'll have got involved with motorsport, you'll have been out playing with a whole lot of mates, doing exactly the same thing, and you'll feel sensational. So enjoy entering into club level motorsport. It's a great place to be. So coming up now, we've got a video that we've put together that shows you 3 aspects of club motorsport. We've got a hill climb up at Rob Roy. We've got an OST, which is the observed section trial. It's interesting to look at. And we've got a motorcana. You might like to look at those and just see how the other club members are enjoying those. Enjoy them and learn from them.